What's up, guys? Today's video is on the top 5 best lenses for Nikon D5100 in 2023. Through extensive research and testing, I've put together a list of options that will meet the needs of different types of buyers. So whether it's price, performance, or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below, which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started with number 5, Nikon 35mm. Nikon 35mm, best landscape lens for Nikon D5100. Nikon 35mm does not cost a lot of money. It is compact and lightweight and is a great lens for taking landscape photos. 35mm focal length has been the ideal for a long time, to be honest. This focal length is widely used in not just the film industry, but also the world of photography, and for the simplest reason, that it is one of the most effective offerings. Additionally, 35mm is also very versatile, as it can be used for portraits, filmmaking, as well as landscape shooting. With that said, Nikon's 35mm f1.8 is perhaps one of the most versatile lenses out there, but I mainly used it for landscape photography, and it worked really well there. It is also inexpensive, so that is one thing that you should note before you go ahead and spend money on this lens. If you are looking for a lens that delivers consistently sharp results and crisp images, then the best part is that this lens is going to be able to do all that, and do that rather quickly as well, without ever underwhelming you with its performance. My only concern here is that there is some barrel distortion that can come in the way, but other than that, the performance remains consistent and epic. Overall, the Nikon 35mm f1.8 is one of the best lenses available in the market, and that too, for a very affordable price. You are not going to run into any performance issues either, and you would be all good to go as well. Let's switch to the number 4, Nikon 50mm f1.4. There is no denying that the Nikon 50mm f1.8 is a great lens. However, a lot of people do not know that Nikon and other manufacturers also offer the same lens in a f1.4 variation. Of course, it is on the more expensive end of the spectrum and costs a bit more, but there is some good news here as well. For starters, the Nikon 50mm f1.4 is the best portrait lens for the Nikon D5100. Why? Well, the Nikon D5100, thanks to the DX crop sensor, has a crop factor of 1.5x. This means that a 50mm lens is effectively 75mm, which puts it a lot closer to 85mm and allows you to get up close and personal. With that said, if you are looking for extremely sharp images and great overall quality, the lens is for you. It has an improved image quality over its manual focus sibling, and the best part is that it only improves when you are stopping the lens down. Last but not the least, I also love how the AFS focusing system comes with full manual override and is near silent, making the shooting even more fun, especially in videos. Overall, I see the Nikon 50mm f1.4 as a massive improvement over some of its competitors, both from within the Nikon ecosystem as well as from outside it. And if it is performance you are looking for, it is better that you are getting this lens as it delivers it on all the fronts. We are going to number 3, Nikon 50mm f1.8. I have reviewed the 50mm f1.8 more times than I can count, to be honest. I recently featured this lens in my roundup of the best lenses for the Nikon D5200, and well, it has made a return once again. The reason why I love this lens is not just the image quality and sharpness it delivers, to be honest. There are so many lenses that deliver better performance than this lens, but the best part is that this is one lens that manages to do so many of the tasks that you hand it, that it becomes apparent that you want to take this with you. It can double up as a portrait lens, it can be an excellent walk-around lens, it works great for street and urban photography, and it works great for food photography, and even making videos. The point here is that this is more or less the one lens to rule them all. The lens is one of the sharpest that you can get. You are also looking at something that is small and compact, and this is not really going to create any issues for you too. Just get your hands on a good lens, so you are able to buy the right offering without any confusion. The lens is one of the sharpest that you can get. You are also looking at something that is small and compact, and this is not really going to create any issues for you too. Just get your hands on a good lens, so you are able to buy the right offering without any confusion. Let's talk about number 2, Nikon 85mm f1.8. Portrait photography has always been great because you are able to capture a lot of emotions in just one shot. Sure, being a photographer, I have dabbled into other photography styles as well. But in general, if you look at portrait photography, it is considered to be one of the most famous, and often hard to master because capturing the right human emotion is not the easiest thing in the world. With that said, there is a reason why the 85mm lenses are considered the classic for portraits. It is not because they are good at what they do. It is because they are able to isolate the subject into the frame. Taking a picture with 85mm is going to ensure that the focus is entirely on the person who is being photographed. With that said, the Nikon 85mm f1.8 is one of the most sought-after lenses as it offers excellent sharpness across the board. This means that both the center sharpness and the corner sharpness is going to be great. The lens also barely has any distortion that can come in the way, and that will allow your pictures to always come out looking clean and without any warping in them that can look awful. For anyone who is on a budget, this lens is good news all around because you are not going to be spending a lot of money on this one, to be honest. There is not much to hate about this lens aside from the lack of some advanced features, but you cannot really put that blame on this lens considering how it has created a legacy for Nikon. We are presenting number 1 of our list Sigma 18-35mm. It was supposed to be just a normal day back in April 2013, but Sigma decided to take the world by storm and do something that had never been done before. They released a standard zoom lens, but instead of doing what everyone was doing, they gave the lens a fixed aperture of f1.8. That is how we got the Sigma 18-35mm f1.8 lens. Perhaps the only zoom lens, to my knowledge, that drops down to f1.8 as its maximum aperture. Sure, we have looked at f2.8 zoom lenses, and some of my favorite lenses do come with that aperture, but f1.8 was the realm only touched by prime lenses, but Sigma changed all that. But was this lens even good enough? Well, yes. For starters, you are getting a super fast and constant maximum aperture of f1.8. Sigma has done an incredible job ensuring that the lens is quiet and fast when autofocusing at the same time. You're getting one of the best build qualities that you can expect in any lens, and the best part is that it does not even weigh a lot. Overall, I would say that the Sigma 18-35mm is the perfect lens for your Nikon D5100 because it delivers on so many fronts and does not cost a lot of money either. So if you do need something that is solid and offers good performance, this is the one you should be going for. You wanted the best, you got it. So that's it for the top 5 best lenses for Nikon D5100 in 2023. Like, comment, and subscribe to receive the notifications about our latest video.